we were talking about at Gen.G map, but I need to see the likes of
Who did you make
Manya and
editors?
others,
Say Knives, you, and
really
Kimmy.
getting into gear here. You got to pick it up behind this duelist. Because the Gen.G, they're not going to
you
get
guys could
great
run ads now,
opportunities in those situations. Texture took a bunch of damage off the rip there. Push forward. And look at this, they're expecting this. RRQ's kind of ready.
Reading this incredibly well, and he should be dead to rights. And he will be. Does still get a good amount of damage across. Potentially an easy trade back on.
If this goes to map 3, I may go to bed.
But for now, RRQ in with the player advantage. As
Daniel, or is it Denial? Denial? Daniel? Thank you, the prime.
RRQ will start shifting their way back across towards this A site where it's only Munchkin to try to hold the line.
Yeah, even though we've only seen one map from Gen.G of Icebox, you can see RRQ being really diligent.
We can't run any ads now? Yeah, right now you
make
can.
sure that get this one over the line, but much
Can you turn up the game volume, actually?
Peeks out, up and over the top. Xpharaoh able to go ahead and find himself a second elimination now. Putting that Sheriff to damn good use. Site opened up, 3-player rotation needed here from the side of Gen.G. So they will start
legit 0 chance Gen.G win this map, or this round, right?
3v5 gonna be a tough
3v5 full retake.
To say the least.
Literally 0 util.
A little bit of util here and there, but not much. Just really Ash. Gonna have some available. As the stun, salvos will come online. Chemkin really weak.
Staying planted here in this forward position. Right up and over
I can't
the top
wait for this Paper X match, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
Down down
like I can pretend all I want about whether that I care about this game, but the truth is, I'm fully focused on that game.
Tagged up Jet, so just the one casualty.
Has to play for it, but salvos are out trying to box Karan in to see if they can grab this orb.
More money?
A little bit
Did someone say
forward.
more money?
Karan does have that Sheriff though.
Going forward. Push up, flash is going out, and that's going to be Foxy Ash taken down. On finding one. And it looks like RRQ suffering the one loss, saying, okay, we don't really want to play around this anymore. Let's back away. At least fake back for a moment. See where they do end up.
Like where they've got Xpharaoh watching
Where
for
in
these
India
rotations.
are you from? I'm not from India, so.
Munchkin just one tap away from being taken down, 26 HP on him. Knows that they've
Ion
given up
2X.
any eyes on
Where,
tube.
where in India are you from? I'm going to go ahead and guess New Delhi.
Push from Kitchen, but in the end, flank's not really going to matter too much as Texture just swinging out is able to find a timing kill, but does just leave 2 remaining players now as Munchkin somehow does not get hit by that stun. It's a tiny bit of damage across, but cannot find any more eliminations. Karan will come.
So this could be a little bit tricky for Gen.G.
So going to push forward just around the corner.
Dude, I like legit panicked. I'm like, did you guys cancel your guys' flights? And they're like, yeah, we canceled.
And it's just on it today.
That is brutal.
With the Phantom as well.
They could have been mid-trip? Yeah, I know. That would have been bad.
Go ahead, bait some
I like
of this
hard
util
panicked.
out from Foxy 9.
I like the way they're playing the map though. On this attacker side, they're being really tricky to read. They're throwing you a lot of different looks.
It's not
this
that
time they're
bad,
gonna
just
use
the
Teho
borders.
utility.
That's usually been the case, right? Between India and Pakistan, the
They're
Kashmir
not
thing.
fading any rotations. Gen.G already wising up to this game.
Oh.
Hello?
Did he spot
Yeah.
him? I tagged him previously?
Not sure.
They've had like 4 or 5 wars, you know?
Do we need to investigate this PC?
Within the same
What is
region.
We'll have to see that one back in the replay.
I think like you said, he's just
So
on
crazy.
Either way, Outlaw once again changing hands, finding no value. 0 point confirmed that no one was forward here at B, but Foxy still holding deep line.
I'm so shocked because I'm pretty sure that's been happening for like a really long time. Like decades.
Into the corner, but
and they haven't come to a conclusion on it.
Able to hold that. Gets the kill before stun can connect. Texture finds himself a third. And
Understanding the
Texture is
tendencies of your
genuinely the
opponent.
player I root for
utility.
the most by default.
Still though, Texture able to grab the ult.
Yeah, had to re-tap it as well, but there's just no player in position to try to find a punish.
I'm sorry. I love my Paper X boys. I love my Paper X boys.
There.
But
Dimensional
objectively,
drift now
as a
ready for
fan,
Texture.
I'm a huge fan of Texture because of how he
RRQ,
like
though,
acts and how he
drift
is and how
away.
he plays
Crazy guy
everything.
Maybe just trying to
He's legit
interest
so
on this
nice.
site by sending out the stealth drone while everybody else goes on a bit of a mission across over towards mid. But at the same time, stealth drone moving forward into the garage. Looks at the ping, spots nothing. Gets the rather
That's
than
not
other
fake,
than the surprise, I
guys.
should say, onto money yet.
It's not fake.
Yeah, so both teams there
If anything,
trying
that's
to
being
figure out
real.
what's going on. Drone for drone. Again, crazy guy happy
I
to try
love
to sell
David.
these fakes.
But David is not my favorite player to watch. Textures.
Hasn't met anybody on the other side of this wall, so he says, well, let's try and make it.
Climax is my favorite team to watch.
That's the strong side.
Eventually the call comes in. They say, Texture, go get some information. He's going to be able to spot out 4 players.
We got FNS to fold before GTA 6.
Flash is now being sent to just try to go ahead and slow up the approach. The 0 point as well, connecting onto a multitude of players on the side of RRQ.
This might be, as a map, the least exciting map to watch in all of Valorant. It has been the same map time and time again, and it sucks dicks. This map, watching it, is pure AIDS. There is zero tactical depth to any part of this map.
Yeah,
it is pure
just
shit.
Extra little pause they take.
I don't think it can get any worse than Icebox.
Into his ult, gets a bunch of information.
You can include any map from Counter-Strike 1.6, Counter-Strike
they're just
Go,
already there on top of
fucking
Nest.
Valorant.
When he's swinging that
this
corner,
is the worst
so
map
the flashes don't really matter
I have ever seen.
that he throws out. Gets
No,
taken down.
Abyss is better than this map.
RRQ.
Abyss is straight up better than
tricky on this map right now. They're doing a great job of throwing util in places, keeping Gen.G guessing on what exactly the util will mean. And it's going to be in the back of your head, like, when are they going to use that Tahoe drone to make a fast hit? When are they going to use some of that util from the initiators?
I just got mine sorted.
Mine are getting sorted. We're working on it. So here you go. Like, this is kind of tough now, because is this going to be a fast hit? Looks like it.
I feel like he's about to get 3K. Ash 3K, I'm calling it right now.
Just a ton of damage. As Ash able to find one.
That's 2.
Finds himself a second. Bing Pretty.
Oh!
He actually gets a turn for the third.
Genius. Wait, so Pickaxe is going to win
not
today.
have him dead to rights.
Everything I'm saying is going right.
He's going to look for a little bit more. Full flash in. Moniat still hits the headshot.
Excuse me?
Another one. And what is this round? The wheel's coming off until the very last moments as Texture just gets the flank. Otherwise, Moniat had a real opportunity to clutch that one out.
It plays right into their hands because of Ash. Texture with an op. Be far forward.
So that's going to be a collab.
Wow.
They're just strafing together.
Wowie, wowie, wow, Gen.G. Take it home.
The 2 players dead, 0 point. Goes deep, hits garage, so doesn't necessarily scout the rest of this, but Texture should have heard the footsteps previously.
It's a tough angle, especially with the drone there. Yep.
Is he back and better than ever? I don't know about better than ever, but he is back.
Front of green, getting it now over towards
I think he's back to his close to old form, if not his old form. I'm gonna be honest. He looks so confident now. Ace? Ace?
Trying to slide in behind the box.
Texture, Ace, if he gets a 4K and doesn't ace, it's gonna be so sad. Stay at a 3K or get all 5. Oh my god, they have to let him ace. They have to let him ace.
Question is, does he
This is
actually
fucked.
go
If his
for the
teammates
ace?
don't let him ace, that's cooked.
Does he risk it all?
They have to
How
let him
much
ace.
do you want to bet Munch could just like sit there?
Yes.
Don't move.
Nah, someone needs to give him a Vandal.
This is a decent read,
Let him
but
chase.
the alarm bot's there, the nano.
No way.
Poor Foxy.
When this alarm
Should be
bot
able to
goes
play
off,
of
this
nicely.
Killjoy better run
Munchkin
away.
Already on the hunt. Wants to try to get involved
saving.
here. And they're getting a pretty quick read that, okay, went over towards A. Let's see what we can do. I mean, crazy guy, the money's not great, so
yeah,
he'd appreciate just the opportunity to save.
10
He
seconds
might
left.
get it.
The RRQ faithful.
I think he's gonna get it.
Probably Chobra himself.
I think he's gonna get it.
Begging for Crazy Guy to go sprinting to try to find Texture.
1 second.
The ace curse.
He's hiding.
He wants it still. I mean, I love how he just, curse be damned.
Yeah.
He wants his ace.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
Now they're going A into 4, guys.
It's a shame
Okay,
that his sorrow is our happiness.
True.
Literally, and these guys have KO,
When it comes
which
to
they
these
can't
aces.
use right now.
Spot on the one, and that minor headshot
boy.
there on a Crazy Guy. Got the dink through the corner. Caron able to find
That's
Cushy.
over. This guy's is
Started
overshot.
off looking pretty decent here. It's
This guy's 1
quickly
HP.
spiraled out of control as Crazy Guy tries to
No
find his way
way.
back in, but
Yeah, it's
Texture's
over.
out of the back rafter. Finds it this time. Texture doesn't even need to be involved. Gen.G now find themselves in the lead by 1 round.
Yeah. You force RRQ's hands. Let them show what they're really going to do. And then
Official
you let
Toronto
them
winning
over.
prediction.
Yeah,
I
you
think
let them force themselves
I have
into
a feeling
positions where
that
they're trying to
Heretics
set
will
up the
win.
post plant, and you can punish.
But
They're doing a really
if not
nice job
Heretics,
now.
then G2.
That was avoided. Crazy Guy not jiggling out too wide here. Oh, goes for it now. Texture Calibrating the angle.
Not PaperX? Guys, I'm not getting ahead of myself. If PaperX qualifies, obviously they're winning. But we don't know if they're going to qualify yet.
Spotted. It may have just been.
Looks like it's.
Why are we getting ahead of ourselves?
Stealth drone, however.
I'm talking about the teams that have already qualified.
Here for Mash. As up and over the top, and Texture. Casual readjust.
What would you do if Crashies wins?
Finds the kill there. Jemkin at the ready with the knives.
No troll.
To find some solid impact.
No fucking troll. I will legit be so happy for
sends it immediately in behind the screens. Can they
wins.
Clear it out?
Because that is insane.
Armageddon's going to have to fight their way
That would be an
forward
insane win for him.
Munchkin and Karen are holding the line. Jemkin, however, carving up two, but now he's at risk of being detained, and he's got nowhere to go. The swoop around the back, the easiest headshot in the world for Ash, as Cushy similarly trapped. Tucks back, 0 point, narrows down his possible position. The fragment lands right at his feet.
Imagine.
Shot, however,
imagine
between
2v1
the
here.
eyes.
It's not happening, but imagine.
One. Needs to be so damn clean.
Nice try.
Can't quite get it done. 5-3, Gen.G. Continuing forward. Now cash aplenty. Ops over
Austin
ults behind us. Really get Foxy9 to such a fantastic stable position.
And you gotta appreciate his mental, like that he just comes back and is just fragging out. He's
so
benched,
is NRG.
he's
Yo,
back
chat, mods, can you guys ban everyone that says
better than
NRG, or can you just ban the word NRG?
That's just a credit to everybody on the team. That they can keep it together in difficult situations like that, and still come through and get their way back to another Masters. He's got a tough task here, though. He's very far back, and he's basically the only one here.
How does that stun hit him?
Stunned up. Walls raised, but he's still managing to find the spray right through the corner of the floor.
He gets out.
Slides back. Turret obviously not going to be alerting.
He spams him,
spot here from Jemkin, but Stealth Drone very well may, and it does. Ping out comes through. However, Stealth Drone does get sent before the pits.
This is a really ambitious flank.
Very
ambitious.
He needs his team to be able to hold the line in order for this to bear any fruit whatsoever. Jemkin finding the first. Knows that a couple shots came through. Is looking for Khan. Dropped out Foxy9. Finding three. One yet. Jemkin dead. Foxy9 on for the ace.
Can he see his little asshole?
Back around the corner, and once again, Sparrow is just far too late. The team cannot hold. You're likely saying, see, doesn't feel good, does it? Not getting the ace.
How do you like it? Everybody's
I might have to chug a Rockstar energy drink, chat. A pineapple edition.
You know that
for this next map.
Didn't get cleared well. Just a little bit of damage to the regen shield. So.
Well, this time Foxy not in pole position, but swoops forward and does get counter sprayed out by Jemkin, but Munchkin similarly over by Tube.
You're not sponsored anymore. Don't worry about it, bro.
So 1 for 1 in that regard. Armageddon at the ready here. From Crazy Guy, his dimensional drift is going to be sent. Texture. Trying to spot out where possible. Armageddon just going to be used on a timing here. Fragment onto the corner. Texture on the peak. Monyet on the floor.
Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up.
Found pop flashes
Keep
set. Just looking to try to keep them offset. As the fragment finds Crazy Guy. Texture's repeat is there. The defuse has been stuck this
7 rounds defense to stop that winning against ZRX when I just win the whole split. Win the split, skip groups,
right now. Gen.G is just so well drilled. Their protocols are near immaculate. Solo has got this team functioning at such a high level. And look at all this space they've taken at A. It's a bit of a weak
China is winning every
RRQ.
event from now
Guardian Bulldog.
I have no idea if that's true or not.
Still pretty fearsome firepower at the back of it. Foxy9. Hello?
I'll put over the top. Yeah, a little bit of slip of the wheel there.
I saw him look away. I think he
might have been a glimpse over towards the mini-map. Either way, Jemkin able to go ahead and get the capitalization there. RRQ, nice, swift early plant.
Will you watch EMEA today? I was thinking about it, chat.
To try to
but it just doesn't sound like that much fun to watch those games. I don't know why.
Crazy Guy had been taken down previously. Munchkin able to go ahead and dislocate the lurk. Now Jemkin gone. Suddenly we're into a 2v2, but the time is going to be working against Gen.G.
Okay, if PaperX win and I'm very excited, I'll watch EMEA.
We'll be able to find that final kill. RRQ.
Get to the lockdown as well for Foxy. Other than that, the ults won't be too in play.
Sleep is not in your vocabulary? Honestly, not recently.
I mean, it's widely. You can also play
not recently.
Deny. There's too many ults.
For sure.
Critically ready to come online.
Playing mind games as well. Maybe you think it's the kill.
Don't you want to see Sadak lose?
Trying to get close to the lockdown.
I like Sadak and Angel, so, but it's a good matchup.
Will be up and over the top. Munchkin, not asleep. Finds one, but is going to get timings. Not a reading Jemkin's position. Caught trying to bring out that fragment. Jemkin dashing in. Met with a flash.
Do you still follow CS? Not really.
That was Cushy's flash.
Snakebite does get banked in. Crazy guy eating quite a bit of damage. Keeps himself alive for now, and yes, it was Cushy's flash.
But Sadak took away your champs trophy. No, actually, that was Mark when he jumped up heaven.
Jemkin eating another one, but
Just kidding.
before Ash gets taken down, up and over the top of 410, Cushy able to find one. Foxy going to be eliminated. His pick is dropped in, and Texture pushing forward. He's able to find the enemy Jet.
Kidding.
Still though, a 2v2, and Calron caught outside. Pit now dropped, all on Texture. And the time is just not going to be on his
Jimmy,
side at all.
I don't think I've laughed that hard in a really long time. Jimmy was saying
spots one, finds the
that I
headshot.
run like the Naruto
Finds
characters
another.
when I was in high school.
And Xpero is just not
And that I
followed
brought
for it.
dual
Says,
discs
I know
to
that I've
school.
won this one. Mr. 4K will strike again.
And then he said
But
when
it is gonna be
someone
RRQ.
show cat. She's
It's
like
almost
laying
like-
down.
hold on.
I don't want to like
Okay,
disturb
well,
her.
Xpero just trying to play
She'll
off
get
the
annoyed
turret,
if I
but
move her from her
double-facing
spot.
the mid. Gen.G just
In the closet right now.
strong-eyed understanding of
Thin-
what this
tin-
pistol default
Thinder,
setup
neither
is going to
prime.
be from RRQ.
You see this all the time on this map, where that turret's going to be there on top of the boiler.
What's your
because it gives you so
skincare
much
routine?
Information.
I
Teams wanna cross
moisturize
underneath the
and
tube
I
or
wash
tube
my
to tube.
face.
It's a nice, safe
Not in that
spot
order.
for it, and Gen.G has an answer right out the rip. Xpero trying to play with his turret and instead just pays the price. Sheriffs, something that we know that this, Gen.G, no matter
I
what
moisturize twice a
iteration
day,
it is,
morning,
the
night.
players are on it. They love the Sheriffs. Ooh, so does Jemkin.
Yeah, I was going to say. Jemkin's right there with him.
Pingagu, thank you for the prime. Oh my god, chat.
Kill to go ahead
Do you guys
and
know who
pick off one.
Pingu
Big
is?
Flash's fragment for post plant now going to be taken away from them. One flash still in the hands here for Cushy is Jemkin looking for a little bit more, but Karan at range needs a bit of
Yo,
damage. Down to
Pingu was
50,
sick, no?
comes away with the shot on the
Pingu
ghost.
was genuinely a goated show.
Nearly spammed out. Eventually does
Nerd,
down
nerd!
on the crossfire, finds Texture. Now it is Mon.
Nah, that show was fucking
making his
sick.
way over. Two players at full HP. Needs the shots to be crisp, and they know his
No,
position now.
when he rages though, when Pingu rages, is actually fucking sick.
Yeah, Wilt Speed picked apart there at the end. Odd change up here for the side of Gen.G.
If you win this, though,
Oh yeah.
you're coming into that bonus with all rifles potentially.
I don't even know who
Or
Courage
making
the
their way in
Cowardly
towards the
Dog
stack
is. I've
side.
never heard of that.
They use the TP back towards A, though.
You guys
so
ever
this
watch
all moves
Budgie, the red helicopter?
checking, although around the yellow box.
They suspect this many on the back of yellow. She's above. Really just Jemkin being noted so far. Clears one. Jemkin on the peak, able to find another. Texture, eyes set towards the top.
Really?
Doesn't manage to
No one
transfer
knows
down
Budgie
force.
the red
Jemkin
helicopter?
will similarly come away with another
No
elimination so
way,
far.
bro.
Weapons are scooped up. Just two sheriffs lost here for the moment.
Wait, why are you
In
guys calling me a
position,
fossil?
salvos to potentially delay
That is
Desmond
not
to
that
start
old a
as
show,
well.
surely.
Just waiting for Foxy to get there before they try to make their move. Jemkin's gonna use the wall to thought about crossing.
Can you lock
and
in for the
then
Paper X
Salvos
game?
is
Trust
like,
me,
no,
we are.
you know
I'm
what?
saving my energy for the Paper X game.
Salvos
I
all
promise
over
you.
the damn place.
30 seconds.
Thomas the Train Engine, I know what that
Well, you got
is. Who the
Jemkin
fuck is
trying to
Courage?
swoop out, gets a headshot. For a
The
little bit
Cowardly
more.
Dog.
Jemkin
I've
finds himself
never
a
heard of
third.
that.
Bulldog does get picked up, so far, the two weapons, the two rifles are carried in here from Gen.G.
The only dog I know is the
Will
red
find
one,
Crazy
Clifford.
Guy. Just Jemkin to try to be the difference maker. He's on for an ace with this now. He's
No
looking
way.
for a gun. But they've all been stranded away from him, and the turret around the
Whoa!
corner. He hits the headshot, but the turret almost
So you lose that.
And then the
it's not
very
ideal,
first
but
anime
still
I
get the
ever
rifle,
watched
so
Now because he
was,
gets those
what is it
kills,
called,
right?
bro?
Cannon operator.
Oh my god, what is it
They know their win
called?
con. This is what worked for them in Lotus. Get to that operator early.
Do they read this?
Not
And the
Digimon,
answer's
not
looking
Digimon.
like they do not.
No, 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 no.
It's the shot,
Oh my
Munchkin.
god, I have to.
The one to take the fall. Texture similarly just strafing out into the open. Foxy 9
Wait,
trying to open up
chat, Google the
this A
song
side a
Inner
little bit,
Universe
finds the kill, and it seems
by
like that's more than
Origa.
enough for Gen.G to make the call to
And
pivot.
tell me where that show's opening is from. That song was an opening for that show.
You don't want to mess with that operator, but Jemkin's wasting no time trying to get over towards A. Gotta cut off the vision.
Ghost in the Shell! Yes,
Karan,
Ghost in the Shell. That was the very first anime I
Poison
watched.
Cloud placed. It's going past screens here. Untenable. An operator there.
That's when I didn't even know what anime was though. So in my head it was just a
Clear,
cartoon.
Cushy finding the first Xpero there, doubling up the
Spike
angle.
down A.
Drops the spike now here in front of screens, and Foxy will.
Blade was fucking insane, bro.
Who knows? Maybe if
actually insane.
Pick.
Like Kai and shit. Kai and
hello?
What was the main character's name? Tyson. Kai, Tyson, and then
he would have been dead, but the Stinger.
The Tiger dude.
Take him down to about half HP. Crazy guy just gonna be dropping off.
The guy that had Trigger.
Some aggressive forward position.
What was his name?
From Gen.G. They pump the brakes, and now they look to hit the go button. Gemkin gonna be finished off as the salvos do collide.
Ray. Who the fuck is Ray? Was that? Oh yeah, his name was Ray. Yes. Yes.
Now suddenly it's a player advantage for Gen.G.
The fuck did you just say?
Foxy drop down, goes for the reload, and Xpero quickly drags
okay.
to find the headshot. Karan now on the floor.
That was the Beyblade's name!
It's all on Foxy, goes up and over the top, finds the first alarm bot gonna be set up.
Dronzer.
Out here by Moniette.
The one I already said. And then Dragoon.
Slow and methodical.
That
all
Pegasus.
The tap and up and over the top goes Moniette, and down he won't fall. That is a Red Bull club.
Gemkin only has the
Max had Drasil, yeah. Did you watch Dexter's Lab? Yeah, I did.
Gen.G. Yeah.
No, never mind.
What's up?
Oh, I just mean, you know, he's played 100 maps. He's got 10 clutches. So he's putting up quite a bit of clutches as far as
pretty good
maps played.
Yeah, pretty good percentage there.
You guys ever watch Zoids? Or nah? The little
has Gen.G thinking different
Zoids
ideas.
was pretty fire, no?
That's a lot of map control though for RRQ and drone.
See, I'm not that old.
Not gonna see a ton, but they know the space is clear. So
on the rear end of the turret, that's not gonna do too much.
Negative information though. Still nice for RRQ to know where they can take space. And
I had the Digivice, but I rarely watched Digimon. But I had the Digivice.
Great readjust one yet. It's a little bit of damage in reply. One shot really suffered as Nano Swarms widely going to be fun to the regen shield here from Karan. A wider angle does manage to find the one shot, but Xpero once again there to trade for his teammates. Which is in an advantageous position as Gemkin gets the knife into the head and gets the reset as well. Texture Foxy 9.
You were alive for the first Power Rangers.
Clutch this out in the double face.
Okay.
It will be Foxy coming away with one. And in the end, RRQ.
Look, when I was growing up, okay, what was on the Disney Channel when you guys were growing up? For me, it was
separating.
Yeah. Don't want to go too much further forward. You get some info. See Gemkin's there.
There are some actual toddlers in this chat. I'm surprised they haven't heard of the shows I'm saying.
I don't want that either. That's not fun.
Johnny Bravo, Tom and Jerry, like obviously we watch those.
God, you have so many alts here as Gen.G. I would at least like to see the dimensional drift ripped at some point.
You know, one show I rarely watched until like way later though was Avatar. Like it would always be on, but I wouldn't watch it. Yo, you guys fuck with He-Man?
Oh, there goes the Phantom. Picked up quickly by Munchkin. But dimensional drift, no more.
Yeah.
I have the power. You guys remember that or no?
Had it lined up, but Gemkin just a little bit snappier there. Readjust to find the headshot and RQ.
That was fire. I had a He-Man action figure.
Out of the way. Munchkin trying to pop flash his way through that wall. Forced back here for the moment by the salvos. Now we'll look to try to go in for the plan.
Spike planted.
Do you have the Armageddon?
Do you watch Lazy Town? I don't know what that is.
Munchkin with that rifle trying to buy a little bit
of extra time. The Legend of Korra? I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
Here we go. Armageddon. Sent out here from the side of Crazy Guy. Munchkin able to find the first, finds the second.
No way.
Brings out looking for a little bit more. Ash at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys watch, what the fuck, Teen Titans? Y'all fuck with Teen Titans or no?
Takes a ton of damage and manages to clean up the 2 kills. Bails them out of the round.
Teen Titans is sick. With Cyborg?
And now that Armageddon.
Cyborg was him.
A bit of a bridge too far there for
Lewis here. 20 and 21.
Every arc was good in Hunter x Hunter.
Going back and forth is, that's what you want.
Wonder if honestly it's a call because of these.
Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? Yinsu. I feel like you'd be Chaozu. And that's me highballing your position.
Land directly on top.
You make a good point. I don't disagree.
For now, site is opened up and the plant is in.
Yeah. Well, now it's a lot tougher for.
Like I'm genuinely giving you credit when I say you'd be Chaozu.
Proficiency is going to be there for Gen.G. They're going to use the pit as well.
Sure. Indeed.
You might be as useless as Hercule.
Shot the pit in there as we have the dueling lockdowns. Cutting across RQ.
Honestly, I don't know who my favorite is. I don't think I have a. Do you have a favorite character in Dragon Ball?
Be caught there behind the box. Munchkin is not spotting him out, and he is getting spammed to all hell. The push forward strikes now.
Oh, Broly? Yeah, I always played Broly in the games.
Able to find one, the defuse pulled off. The time ticking, it's just not going to be there for him. Crazy guy frantically trying to sprint away, but he cannot do anything.
Kind of counteract everything that RRQ wants to do in that retake. Still make a hell of a go of it.
Gen.G up and over the top, but it's just a target-rich environment.
Okay, you guys are cooked.
Gate crashes out. And sights over.
Piccolo was pretty sick too.
Come away with the kill.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Broly. Broly was easily my favorite character because I would always play him in all the games. Budokai 1 and 2, I played him.
One that Gen.G are able to get away from.
Yeah, they're.
Wait, was it Budokai?
Again, very well drilled.
I don't remember what game it was.
Able to deal with that. I mean, we've seen Gen.G get aggressive towards that position before. Gen.G able to dial up an answer this time. We have seen success from Gen.G earlier. But are they going to be ready for these players that are tucked right underneath? I mean, they were expecting maybe one on the other side of the fence.
Oh my god, this one's good, chat. Everyone calm down. This shameless greed of you make me leave this stream. I had to watch 3 ads in a row. Missed the whole round. I'm here to enjoy, not watch these fling ads. Come on, don't give ads during round. I'm really angry right now.
And that's going to be the call to pivot. Gen.G suspecting that they have drawn all the attention across the map. They would be correct.
Even threw a fake TP and a flash. Just to sell that for sure. This is 2v5 retake for RRQ if they go for it. I mean, the issue is they don't have any money. So maybe just
thank you, Yinsu. That's what I'm talking. That's the encouragement I need. Instead of telling me not to run ads,
I think that's about your best play, to be honest.
You should be telling me to run more of them.
It's the only recourse that they have available to them. A brutal position now being here for RRQ.
Okay, who was your favorite villain in Dragon Ball? It just has to be Cell. There is no one that compares.
I mean, obviously they're clean with their mechanics, but it's more than that. They make great reads.
Nah, Frieza is a bitch. Boo is a huge bitch.
And here,
it's just Cell.
There was a little bit of kind of difficulty at the beginning for Gen.G to get the reads, but once they got their feet underneath them, switch over to the attacker side.
Okay, favorite villain in anime all time.
In the middle of the first half, from Gen.G, from Solo.
These 4 chances to try to run this back. Pit immediately going to be invested. Over at 410 there on the A site.
Nah.
Trying to really
best villain.
The movements here of Gen.G.
100% chat. Light Yagami.
There's no ults to.
I said it.
Pit, but you have the drone. You have some of the KO utility.
I said it.
But it seems like
Hisoka isn't a villain though. That's just my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter.
Worried that, with that pit there's going to be some comfort on the A side, so RRQ might think that they can sneak further forward.
Why are people typing Verno?
They wouldn't be necessarily completely wrong. Crazy guy going to reveal his position though. Pays the price.
Munchkin takes him down. Just a smattering of damage suffered here. Munchkin on a warpath, looking to march his troops onward into that grand final. Gen.G around the corner, bottom of yellow here, playing.
Light's not considered a villain?
Needing to be the impact maker for the team. Now his position has been spotted up.
That's fair, I guess. I think he is.
Picture with a quick little exit.
Like, whose side are you on, Light or fucking L when you're watching the show?
Able to put the enemy order down, now a 4v4. 3 players on this side. Gen.G eating a bit of damage. Tabo's going to be flying.
Sure, okay. Whoever's saying Light is captain, there's no way.
A little bit of time by perhaps with the Nano Swarm, but Xpharaoh needs to go absolutely nuclear from this position. Finds the first, finds the second. Munchkin, however, shuts him down. And that bite is not going to stop the plant from coming through. It gets a tiny bit more damage across on the Munchkin. But he's going to look to wrap around.
JoJo? I don't even know what JoJo is.
And across, but looks like he will just stay stagnant here. Back behind Snowman. Yet, how are you meant to get out of this position? The footsteps are heard. Munchkin.
Here we go. It's the same thing with the fucking the courage of the dog again.
The tap.
Here we go.
How do you not know who that is? How do you not know what that is?
Not giving him the time of day. Effectively ignoring him, ghosting him here on the round until the very last moment. Munchkin.
Oh my god, it's
will hit the headshot. 13-8. Icebox is theirs. Gen.G denied in kickoff, achieved here.
Against you, favorite enemy. Go.
They are going to another